The good old NFL draft is concluded. One of my favorite moments in the NFL season. In my opinion, it goes to Super Bowl at 1 and then the NFL draft right after that. Two of the most exciting moments in the NFL season. It's really great. And the NBA just had their draft lottery a couple days / probably about a week ago. And the NBA lottery and the way their draft system works is way more complicated than the NFL. I mean, the worst team doesn't get the first pick. There's a whole bunch of percentages, tiebreakers, head-to-head that goes all into that. Even coin flips can get involved. And with the Dallas Mavericks getting the first pick and some conspiracies coming to light, Mavericks now have a chance to go ahead and draft Cooper Flag or go ahead and even trade that pick for a superstar. With members and viewership going up a little bit for the lottery, NFL media members have came out saying they want to draft for the NFL like a lottery. And I completely disagree with these statements. They shouldn't be in light whatsoever. Honestly, these statements shouldn't even exist in my opinion. I think it would be the dumbest thing ever. I have several reasons to go ahead and back this up why it would be such a dumb idea. But before I get into it, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe. It's very much appreciated. If you guys think the NFL should have a draft lottery like the NBA, and let's get straight into it. I just need to address this situation right away. Tanking is not a problem in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. Remember in 2022 when the Texans had a chance to get the #1 pick and draft Bryce Young, and you know what they did? Davis Mills said nah. He chucked a TD on 4th and 20 and got a 2-point conversion to win the football game. He was not playing around. The Giants over the past couple of years, when they beat the Colts this year, they could have had a chance at landing Cam Ward. They won that game. Tanking does not exist in the NFL. It would be way too harmful to the players and way too harmful for coaching, because if you aren't performing and you're purposely losing on purpose, you will be gone immediately. Especially if you're a coach in the NFL, you have to prove yourself with all 17 games. There is no time to tank in the NFL. And the NBA, we have clearly seen that even with the draft lottery, tanking is still a problem. In 2022, the Thunder were resting players. We saw the Dallas Mavericks the year before they went to the finals. They were resting Luka and stuff when they got eliminated from playoff contention. The year that they traded for Kyrie. Tanking is clear and obvious NBA problem and not an NFL problem. And the draft lottery isn't helping whatsoever. I feel like adding a lottery to the NFL would truly just punish bad teams as well. I mean, imagine a team is stuck due to injuries or in cap hell or have bad luck, like the New Orleans Saints, for example. They've been in cap hell for years now. Now imagine they went ahead and fell to like the 6th pick as an example, and a 7-win team went ahead and jumped them in the lottery. Like, the randomness is just all around insane. And honestly, you should reward stability and rebuilding if you're able to be that bad and have been that bad over the years. Now, I'm not encouraging tanking, but if you are that bad, you should get a high draft pick for it. It shouldn't be random just based off a random system, which makes no sense in my opinion. I mean, look at a team like the Charlotte Hornets in the NBA. They've been bad for years and have really had bad lottery luck over the years. I mean, they got LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, but there were other players in those 2 drafts like Anthony Edwards, Victor Wembanyama, who would have been #1 overall guys if they landed the first pick. As well as I think there's less incentive for trades. I mean, we've seen the NBA trade like 2nd round picks just get thrown around and stuff like that all the time. But like, imagine, I saw this perfect example from Elite Takes on Twitter. He said, imagine if the Rams won the Super Bowl this year. Matthew Stafford hung it up and he retired, right? So then imagine if they got the #1 pick, like let's say Atlanta, because they traded their pick this year to them. Let's say Atlanta barely missed the playoffs. They ended up in the lottery. With their 1% chance, they jumped up all the way to #1, and then they were able to select the quarterback to help Matthew Stafford's replacement. Like, you know how people in the NFL and how outraged they would be mad if there's not a way for calculated rebuilds and there's a dice roll on every single thing. There's going to be a lot less trades happening in the NFL, especially when it comes to future draft picks, because teams are going to be like, well, if this ends up being the #1 pick, I don't know if I want to trade it because there's this % of chance of it not being, unlike in the NFL where, hey, it's based off a record, based off of wins, based off of losses, based off of stuff that makes sense. And I truly think should be the method for every single team in every single sports league, honestly. And I think the NBA lottery just doesn't even work that well in general. I mean, there's flattering odds. They think this is going to go ahead and stop tanking, but like I said, mid-tier teams still jump in line to go ahead and tank. I mean, we've seen teams over the years like the Oklahoma City Thunder towards the end of the year. They went ahead and sat some players. We saw a couple of years ago where the Mavericks got eliminated. They benched Luka and they benched a whole bunch of their players so they can go ahead and play bums and lose to the Bulls to have a higher draft lottery. Like, tanking is not even stopping in the NBA. It's still most obviously a thing and obviously a problem, which that doesn't even matter at this point. Why copy a system that doesn't even solve the issue and breaks the competitive balance even more, in my opinion? There's no reason to go ahead and add this, because look at, there are teams still tanking in the NBA. Tanking is still a problem there. We've seen over the years. Look at a team like Brooklyn. They're going to be tanking for a couple of years because look at their luck. They're going to try to go ahead and land a #1 pick because look at their franchise. They got Claxton, Cam Thomas, Cam Johnson, like, and then imagine just like the fans and the franchise clarity. I mean, like, the current system gives gives fans something to believe from bad teams. Development plus high draft pick equals hope in their franchise. I mean, look at a team like the Commanders, one of the worst owners of all time in Dan Snyder, right? They lost a whole bunch of games. They got a high pick. They got a guy who can go ahead and develop quarterbacks in Cliff Kingsbury, and look what happened. They have hope. They got Jaden Daniels. Look at them. Made it all the way to the NFC Championship game first year. That is huge. That system is great. Development plus high draft pick equals hope. Adding a lottery makes it feel like we're all in the casino, especially if you have your favorite team. You're gonna feel like you're in a casino. Let's be real. All the fans hate uncertainty. I hate uncertainty. Even as a Raven fan, as a Bucks fan, I hate uncertainty when it comes to this thing. When news comes out talking about, oh, Giannis might get traded. Oh, when Lamar contract stuff was going on, some team might match his contract with him and we might trade him away, like when that contract stuff was happening. I hate uncertainty. Everybody in the world hates uncertainty, especially when their team earned the #1 pick. Like, let's say Tennessee like fell 4 spots and a team like the Giants were able to go ahead and snag the #1 pick. Like, that'd just be unfair because Tennessee's been bad all year. I mean, the Giants have been bad all year, but the Titans have earned the #1 pick. They have been bad enough all year to earn that pick and have that chance at drafting Cam Ward. The Giants have not. They won crucial games in the end. And just to add on like a little bit of salt upon the wound of like the NBA lottery, parity works in the NFL. There is already parity. Worse, the first draft system has built parity. Like, look at a team like the Bengals a couple years ago. They went on a Super Bowl run. In the NBA, I feel like, you know, there has been some parity there because there hasn't been a repeat champion, but like still, I feel like the NFL structure is just truly better. Of course, there's a team like Kansas City who's gonna win every year, but like there's a team like the NFL structure with the hard salary cap, no second apron, no goofy stuff like that. There's short contracts, the franchise tags is there. Dynasties in better check than a lottery ever would, honestly. The NFL system, it's overall just better. Adding a draft lottery to the NFL would just be the stupidest thing ever. Like, quite literally, I feel like viewership would go down towards the NFL. I mean, I'm not saying drastically. If there was an NFL lottery and there was uncertainty behind it, I would start losing my mind a little bit. And just to talk about the lottery and how sketchy it is, like, look at all these conspiracies building up. Why is it not like filmed on television? Like, why is it done in the back and they just fill the envelopes up and we have no idea? Like, there's been so many conspiracies for the NBA lottery. I truly just think it's way too sketchy to have. Like, look at the Mavericks, right? Like this year, like trading Luka and then getting the #1 overall pick after trading Luka. It's just so sketchy. I feel like NFL fans would truly hate this, especially like imagine if like the Chiefs had a bad year for 1 year because Mahomes got injured and they landed the #1 pick. Like, we would just imagine all the conspiracy theories and all these things that NFL fans would say. They'd be outraged. Just use that as an example. I wish no injury upon Mahomes, but let's just say that's something that would happen. NFL fans would truly be outraged. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, because truly the NFL does not need a draft lottery, and honestly I think the draft lottery should be completely abolished. It is one of the dumbest things in sports in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like the draft lottery? Do you hate it like me? And let me know what you guys think. Drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.